Thank you very much. We're all good and ready to go.
Okay, Moshi, do you want to start?
Okay.
So we'll just do swift rotations. We've got us three, then we've got Meenal and
This one, right?
Webcam mic off.
Ready to go.
Turn the webcam mic off.
So we got Bilal from Winterthur, Mohammed rather. He was quite good as well. What?
My God. Too much power now. Whoa!
What's the issue?
The issue is that our audio is going through despite the microphone being turned off. And the viewers can hear me very clearly, more clearer than
Excellent.
before.
So we'll just carry on then.
Viewers can hear me very clearly.
Speak right. The microphone is now taking from here. So you can just speak into here nice and loudly. You're doing Hindi?
Yeah. Hindi, English both mix.
Right. No, English, right?
Yeah.
Started. Hello and welcome to the grand final of the Pepsi Cup Prague 2019. 4 days of high quality T20 cricket now ends in the Czech Republic A versus Sledgehammer team. Czech Republic A team, obviously this is their home ground here in Vinoř. The Sledgehammer Cricket Club have come all the way from Delhi in India, and I'm pleased to say I'm joined by Tarun, the team manager, accountant, all-rounder, inspiration. Tarun, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you, Nishant. Thank you. Good afternoon, Salam Alaikum, Sat Sri Akal, Namaskar to all dear listeners and viewers in the final of this Pepsi Cup Prague 2019. आज की इस बहुत शानदार सुनहरी बहुत अच्छी दोपहर में आपका स्वागत। हमारे सामने टॉस जीता चेक रिपब्लिक ए टीम ने led by Captain Chris, and they have chosen to ball first. Now we have with us excellent. The inning is started the first 4 on the first ball of this inning.
And that's nearly even. That's a dismissive pull.
It was 4. It was 4, not 6. The second consecutive 4 on the second ball by Deepak. The third ball is white ball.
It's another eventful first over already for the Czech Republic A team. Yesterday, we did have a bit of a sinking feeling to start off the day as they leaked boundaries in the first few balls, then pulled back with a wicket against Al Shaheen as they caused one of the biggest upsets in Pepsi Cup Prague history. We see Sabawoon come into bowl for Czech Republic, and that's another dismissive flick. We see Chris Pearce chasing, look at his little legs go, and he only succeeds in sliding into the netting. We've caught a fish.
पहले ही ओवर में तीसरा चौका. निशांत, you come long way from London to Prague. ऐसा क्या खास इस कप में है कि तुम डॉक्टर होने के बाद स्पेशली लंदन से आते हो कमेंट्री करने के लिए?
This has been a special cricket tournament for the last few years. This is the 6th edition of the Pepsi Cup Prague. We have teams coming from all over the world.
Very interesting. It is very interesting to know. बहुत अच्छा लगता है जानकर.
And we have a wide array of teams coming from all over the world, as I was saying, from New York, from Canada, Bahrain, as we see a steepler caught on the Bangsfield. It's one of the joys of being able to watch 2 cricket games at once. Sabawoon there just replying with a tight Yorker that's tucked to mid-on for a single.
पहले ओवर की समाप्ति.
Or
14 रन. इस ग्राउंड के बगल में एक पायलट ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट है, तो पूरा दिन आप ग्राउंड के ऊपर छोटे बड़े जहाज घूमते देख सकते हो. बहुत ही सुनहरा मौसम और एक चौका.
Sledgehammer now 18 for none.
उशान द विकेट कीपर मिस कर दिए इन्होंने और 4 रन का इजाफा स्लेजहैमर की टीम की.
Hello to all of our viewers at home if you are just joining us for the Pepsi Cup Prague Final 2019, live from Vinoř, here on the outskirts of Prague. It's a beautiful day for cricket, expected to reach highs of 35, 36 degrees. in the shade.
एक रन लेने की कोशिश, पर दूसरी तरफ परवीन ने मना किया.
So Tarun, who are your key players today?
That's very special thing for. This is a very straight six. दीपक बहुत सुंदर आक्रामक मूड में दिख रहे हैं आज. जैसा कि तुमने मुझसे पूछा कि की प्लेयर्स कौन है, स्लेजहैमर टीम की खासियत ये है कि सारे प्लेयर की प्लेयर्स हैं. निशांत, all players are key players. From openers, Deepak, Parveen, Pradeep, Nirvan, Nived, Azam, Rahul. एक और boundary.
And that's dug in short, and Czech Republic A team just on the back foot to start off the game. Led by captain Chris Pearce. He said yesterday was one of the best days of his life.
When they defeated Doha Qatar team, it was a wonderful match. बहुत ही सुंदर मैच था. एक बार फिर एक और चौका. दीपक बहुत ही आक्रामक मूड में आज.
Deepak Sharma, one of the stalwarts of this Sledgehammer team, with a style reminiscent of Murali Vijay.
Yes.
Very classy, very effortless. Even when he was warming up his practice hits.
Yeah. But first time, पहली बार दीपक पेप्सी कप पराब में आए हैं. Sledgehammer 11 is the team of Sledgehammer Oil Company, जिसके की मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर प्रदीप मोहंती और एक रन लिया भागकर. Now Parveen Mohanty, director of Sledgehammer Oil Company, in the crease, but he has bad luck. Second over is finished. 2 रन की समाप्ति पर स्कोर हुआ 33 रन. बहुत ही सुंदर शुरुआत स्लेजहैमर 11 इंडिया की टीम, और ऐसा लगता है कि आज बहुत बड़ा विशाल स्कोर खड़ा करने वाले हैं आज स्लेजहैमर 11 की टीम.
And interestingly, after 2 overs, only one batsman has faced all of the strike.
Yeah.
With Deepak just nicking the strike at the end of both overs, a single off the last ball. He's already raced to 32 off 12.
6 चौके और 1 छक्के की मदद से.
For those viewers at home just joining us, welcome to the Pepsi Cup Prague 2019 final. I'm Nishant Joshi. You may remember me from such Pepsi Cup Prague finals as 2013, 2014.
तो लगातार तुम आ रहे हो. Yeah, it's great to know, यार.
And I'm joined by Tarun, all the way from Delhi. You may have noticed that we're speaking a combination of English, Hindi, and Hinglish.
Yeah.
We will also have some Czech commentary later on in the match as well.
Yeah.
We would love to hear from you at home. Please post your comments on YouTube, on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. You can follow us at Czech Cricket. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah, तो now प्रवीण मोहंती पहली गेंद का सामना करेंगे इस मैच के.
So, Tarun, in the pre-match meeting, did you guys have a target in mind?
As such, एक ही टारगेट था कि खेल खेलना है अपना खेल खेलना है, किसी प्रेशर से खेलना नहीं है। आज का एक ही टारगेट है कि नेचुरल गेम प्ले करना है। तो मुझे लगता है उसी अंदाज में दीपक और प्रवीण आक्रामक मूड में हैं आज। कोई टारगेट सेट नहीं किया, लेट अस होप। और इस तरह से खाता खोला प्रवीण मोहंती ने। एक बार फिर दीपक शर्मा इज ऑन क्रीज।
Pradeep Mohanty has just opened his account, and my co-commentator Tarun knows all about opening accounts.
Yeah, being a chartered accountant.
And that's coming straight to us. Mind the camera.
Yeah. Another 4
And
by...
it's nearly cleaned us up.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll be okay, everybody. I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm also okay.
I feared for my life.
But you being a doctor, nothing will happen. Boss, you are supported by Meenal, Dr. Meenal.
But I'm too busy eating my cake, so
Yeah.
I don't think I'm of much use right now.
We'll have a full roster of commentators today, and we have a full roster of cakes and delicious Czech treats.
Yeah.
As Sabawoon comes into bowl, and that's
And-
smashed.
Whoa. Another 4 straight shot.
That's smashed straight through mid-off's legs.
बिल्कुल जमीन के साथ लगती हुई बॉल, सीधा 4 रन।
It was a sweetly struck shot from Deepak. But mid-off will be rather disappointed with that. It's
Yeah.
gone straight through his legs.
निशान, तुमने नोट किया एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट मैं 4 दिन से देख रहा हूँ कि 8 टीम्स आई हैं डिफरेंट पार्ट ऑफ वर्ल्ड से। एक और चौका, आई थिंक इट्स लगातार तीसरा चौका। मैं बात कर रहा था निशान की एक खास बात देखने में लगा है कि 8 टीम आई हैं डिफरेंट पार्ट ऑफ वर्ल्ड से, कनाडा से, यूएस से, बहरीन से, कतर, इंडिया एंड चेक रिपब्लिक। 80-90% ऑफ द प्लेयर्स आर फ्रॉम इंडियन सब कॉन्टिनेंट। ऐसा क्या पैशन है कि पूरे वर्ल्ड में जो क्रिकेट है इट इज ओन्ड बाय इंडियन सब कॉन्टिनेंट।
Well, if you want to get a taste of the passion for cricket, you just got to drop down here to
Yeah.
Vinoř Cricket Ground. We're also joined by some Czech supporters, some local Czech supporters. As we see yet another 4. He didn't touch that.
Another 4.
He didn't touch that. He caressed that. This is a joy to watch.
Wow.
Deepak Sharma is racing away.
I think score is now maybe 44. This is 52 now.
And that's brought up the Sledgehammer 50. Sledgehammer now 52 for none after 3 overs. Sledgehammer Cricket Club, renowned for their big hitters. We know that we've got the likes of Nived and is it
Yeah.
Nirwan to come as well?
Yeah, Nirvan will come now.
They're both big hitters. They do like their sixes, but I have to say, I'm rather enjoying this start from Deepak. He's not played any brutal shots. As we see one of the young superstars, Arav,
Yeah.
of Sledgehammer. He loves the camera. I think he's had more screen time than anybody else over the past few days. But Deepak Sharma, already 49 of 17 balls.
1 रन हाफ सेंचुरी से कम।
And incredibly, Deepak is now on facing strike.
Yeah.
49 of 17 balls. Pradeep Mohanty only faced 2 balls so far for 2 runs. Incredible.
प्रवीण मोहंती बहुत ही सहज बैटिंग करते हैं, बहुत कूल एंड काम है। दीपक शर्मा के 49 रन्स में 10 चौके और 1 छक्का। और बहुत प्यार से एक और चौका।
And that's 50.
इस चौके के साथ दीपक शर्मा ने अपनी हाफ सेंचुरी पूरी की। इस तरह से he is now on 53 with 18 balls.
No slogs here. No slogs. These have all been beautiful shots.
Yeah.
These have been the sort of shots you want to take home to your parents.
Yeah.
And the Czech Republic team so far have no answer. Oh, and what sort of answer do you have to that?
It's
The deep mid-wicket fielder looked interested for a second, but even he knew it was soaring over his head. And Czech Republic are in huge trouble early on. They simply cannot stop Deepak Sharma. He's now on 59 of 19.
मुझे लगता है चेक रिपब्लिक की टीम क्रिस को सोचना पड़ेगा किसको बॉलिंग दे जिससे कि इस जोड़ी को एक और छक्का रोकना होगा दीपक शर्मा को.
Deepak Sharma now 65 of 20, and would you believe it, Pradeep Mohanty has only faced 2 balls. This is some of the cleanest hitting you could wish to see.
Yeah.
And Czech Republic have no answer so far. The bowler's tried coming round the wicket now. And this time is shorter, wider outside off stump. Is trickling to the boundary and is just about stopped. A relatively good result there for Czech Republic, just going for 2 runs. He really had to reach for that one. It could have been a wide, in fact, if he'd left it perhaps. Just chipped over the infield and plugged a little bit.
2 रन का इजाफा स्लेजहैमर की टीम को.
Meanwhile, the Czech superstar Honey Gori hasn't yet turned up to this match. We are concerned for his welfare.
एक और चौका.
If you've heard from Honey Gori, please phone us. And I don't need to tell you what's just happened. It's another delivery to Deepak Sharma, and it's another 4. Sledgehammer are 75 for none after 4 overs.
स्लेजहैमर टीम एक फैमिली की तरह एक टीम है जो कि एक रिजल्ट है प्रदीप मोहंती के पैशन का. Who is the owner of this Sledgehammer oil company. अब पिछले 2 कप के विजेता स्लेजहैमर टीम अगर इस बार ये कप जीत जाते हैं तो they will take the running trophy with them.
And we see a rare dot ball. I don't think I've seen many scorecards like this before.
Yeah.
Deepak Sharma, 71 of 22.
22.
And Pradeep Mohanty only faced 4 balls for 2 runs.
प्रवीण मोहंती अभी खेल नहीं पा रहे हैं. बहुत ही सुंदर बॉलिंग का प्रदर्शन. पिछली 2 बॉलों में जिस तरह से प्रवीण मोहंती को बीट किया बॉलर ने.
As we see a welcome period of calm for the Czech Republic A team.
कुछ हद तक बॉलर ने रोका. तीसरी बॉल पे फिर बीट किया प्रवीण महांती को.
I can understand Pradeep just wanting to field the bat on ball. I can understand him watching Deepak at the other end
Yeah.
and feeling like he has to match him shot for shot. They sneak a single this time. Deepak Sharma back on strike. First over we saw 14 runs, second over 19 runs, third over 19 runs, fourth over 23 runs.
Till now. And it's maybe the last ball.
And this time he is just cramped up a little bit, but gets enough bat for a boundary.
I think this over, the score is 27, 28. अस्सी का स्कोर हुआ 5 ओवर्स के बाद.
And it's great to see some of the local Czechs coming in to sample cricket for the first time.
ये पेप्सी कप प्राग. Good to see the gesture of ICC.
And it's great to see your comments as well. We have plenty of fans from India tuning in. I think it's for your commentary, Tarun.
Yeah, thank you.
And Dilip says, Deepak, go for fastest 100.
Yeah.
Pankaj is cheering on Team India. Janak is cheering on Deepak. And Sudhir is in awe of the Sledgehammer team. Hello to Saransh as well at home.
कुछ हमारे प्लेयर्स अभी वीज़ा ना मिलने की वजह से आ नहीं पाए थे. आई थिंक वो इंडिया बैठ के इस मैच को देख रहे हैं. आज मुझे लगता है कुछ प्लेयर्स की वजह से, कुछ वैसे भी स्लेजहैमर की टीम की वजह से, चेक रिपब्लिक की टीम से स्कोर बढ़ता जा रहा है. एक और बाई का चौका.
And there's a loud appeal there. He wrapped Pradeep on the pads as he tried to swipe across the leg stump. It looked fairly adjacent from here. The umpire has not given any indication about what he thought about that. But he wasn't convinced. What did you think, Tarun?
I hope so. I agree with you, Shyam.
We see the crowd raising their fingers.
Oh!
And we see long on,
Yeah, big shot boy.
standing absolutely still as a statue. He knew as soon as that ball was hit, it was sailing over his head into the turnip fields.
एक और छक्का दीपक शर्मा का.
I don't want to jinx anybody, but we're getting into record territory now. This is now getting into A.B. de Villiers territory, Chris Gell territory. I'm concerned for the record books. As we see another wide half volley, and it's stroked past wide long off.
4 by Deepak Sharma.
The scorers are struggling to keep up with Deepak Sharma.
आज जितने भी दर्शक इंडिया में बैठे हुए हैं और स्लेजहैमर और दीपक शर्मा की इतनी आक्रामक बैटिंग को देख रहे हैं, उनके लिए बहुत ही अच्छा लगेगा सुनने में कि स्लेजहैमर टीम का मुकाबला चेक रिपब्लिक नेशनल टीम के साथ हो रहा है। चेक रिपब्लिक में जितने भी प्लेयर्स हैं उसमें काफ़ी लोग इंडिया, श्रीलंका और इंडियन सब कॉन्टिनेंट के लोग हैं। बहुत अच्छा लगता है उनको यहाँ देखते हुए, यहाँ खेल कर देखते हुए।
And a single there taken by Deepak Sharma. The crowd are booing that single. That's how good he's been. They don't want the singles. They want the sixes. As we hear chants from the crowd go up. The crowd chanting, "We want six. We want six.
We want six. We want six. We want six. We want six.
इस तरह से
So we make it that Deepak Sharma is on 82 off 25 balls so far, but the scorers are having trouble keeping up. Sledgehammer, 96 for none after 6 overs.
मात्र 14 रन कम सेंचुरी से दीपक शर्मा के। इसी तरह से खेलते रहे, मुझे लगता है ये फास्टेस्ट सेंचुरी होगी पेप्सी कप प्राग में। मुझे लगता है कुछ दीपक शर्मा ने क्रिस गेल से कुछ टिप लिया है, मुझे लगता है कल उसने, या उनके सपने में आया होगा लगता क्रिस गेल, या मुझे आज क्रिस गेल बनना है क्या।
And if I were you, Tharun, I would be wearing a helmet right now because we're based in the tent at long on, and we
सीधा
see
बॉल विकेट्स पे लगी और एक बहुत अपील की बॉलर ने, परंतु दूसरी तरफ प्रवीण मोहंती मुस्तैद अपनी जगह पर खड़े हुए थे। एक बार फिर दीपक, बहुत ही प्यारा शॉट, एक और चौका।
and that's the 100 up for Sledgehammer in the 7th over.
7th ओवर में स्लेजहैमर।
The crowd are silenced. The crowd are in a state of shock.
More like the crowd. Half the crowd doesn't really understand what's going on.
मात्र 10 रन पीछे सेंचुरी के दीपक शर्मा।
Deepak Sharma moves on to 90.
I bet he told his team I'm gonna break a record today.
बहुत प्यार से बॉलर को सम्मान दिया, 1 रन का इजाफा। 91 पर हुए दीपक शर्मा।
And the crowd starting to boo the odd single now from Deepak Sharma.
आज लगता है प्रवीण मोहंती कुछ शुरुआत से ही बॉल को ढंग से फेस नहीं कर पा रहे हैं।
I just wonder whether Czech Republic have missed a trick there. They know that the captain Mohanty is struggling just a little bit, and he's not looking for big shots.
He is Praveen Mohanty, captain is Pradeep Mohanty. He is Praveen Mohanty.
As we see the century slow down, more boos ringing out across Vinoř.
Boo! Boo!
We want six.
We want six. We want a six. We want six. We want
आप
six.
देख रहे हैं किस तरह से कमेंटेटर बॉक्स में भी सब बुलिश हो गए हैं दीपक शर्मा के छक्के को देखने के लिए, और सब वेट कर रहे हैं कितनी जल्दी दीपक शर्मा अपनी सेंचुरी पूरी करते हैं।
Sledgehammer now 103 for 0 after 7 overs.
अगर इसी तरह से स्कोर चलता रहा तो मुझे लगता है आज 300 का आंकड़ा पार करेंगी स्लेजहैमर 11 की टीम।
Incredibly, we've seen a 100 partnership with Praveen scoring just 4 of them.
A bit like Stokes and Leach in the Ashes.
And as our third co-commentator of the day, Moshi, points out, it's reminiscent of the Stokes and Leaks. Stokes and Leach. Stokes and Leaks. That sounds like a Welsh dish. And so it behooves me to mention the Ashes score. England are 80 for 4 on the final day, looking to bat out the day. They've got about 70 overs left. It's just before lunch. But this is the big game of the day.
दीपक शर्मा
We see a little bit of confusion there.
के शोल्डर में मुझे लगता है बॉल लगी है.
As team doctor, I think people think this is a magic spray that we have on the table here. It'd be interesting to actually ask them if they understand the whole idea behind the spray. What do you think, Dr. Joshi? You're hurt? Use a spray. You slip? You use the spray.
And as we see the Czech national coach, Danny, just jogging out there with a couple of bottles of water, but I'm sure he'll be looking to give a little bit of feedback to his Czech fielders. And we see the crowd now saying a few prayers to the rain gods.
बाएं कंधे में हल्का सा दर्द और डॉक्टर्स की टीम ने तुरंत जाकर पेन रिमूवर स्प्रे से नाउ आप दीपक शर्मा खुश दिखते हुए दूर से. इंशाल्लाह मुझे लगता है इसी ओवर में वो अपना सेंचुरी पूरी करेंगे.
Well, we're not quite sure what the end result of that delivery was. It seemed like a slow beamer, which Deepak just didn't pick up at all. He went for a full-blooded thrush to the leg side, and it hit him in the left shoulder. Seemed to be in quite a bit of discomfort with it as well. We're just waiting to see if there's going to be a free hit signal or not. I haven't seen one. Have you, Tarun?
No, I think no. Yeah, it's it.
Yes, and we see that signal. He's heard us. We see the helicopter, and if he needed any invitation, it's a free hit for Deepak Sharma.
एक और.
And the break has done the Czech Republic team no good at all.
एक बार फिर दीपक शर्मा आक्रामक मूड में. एक और चौका.
He's now taking out his frustration on the bowler. He moves to 96 off 32 deliveries. He's just one hit away. You wouldn't bet against him doing it this delivery, and it's dug in short.
Now
that's a gift for Deepak Sharma. That's 100 up for Deepak Sharma. 100 off just 33 deliveries, and he raises his bat just like Sachin at the one-header.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anything like this? He's brought his 100 off, just 34 deliveries, beg your pardon, 33 deliveries. This has discombobulated us completely. Meanwhile, his partner is on just 4 runs.
फरीदाबाद के सारे दर्शक और पूरे भारत के दर्शक आज खुशी के जश्न से झूमते हुए इस टूर्नामेंट में स्लेजहैमर 11 की टीम के प्लेयर की पहली सेंचुरी. पहले मैच में दीपक शर्मा बहुत आक्रामक मूड में थे, अपनी सेंचुरी पूरी कर नहीं पाए थे, परंतु उन्होंने अपना जज्बे से अपने इस सपने को पूरा किया. आज ग्रैंड फिनाले ऑफ पेप्सी कप प्राग 2019 जो कि आज चेक रिपब्लिक नेशनल ए टीम और स्लेजहैमर 11 टीम के बीच में होने जा रहा है. इतने सुंदर खेल का प्रदर्शन, बहुत ही सुंदर बैटिंग. एक और छक्का दीपक शर्मा का. मुझे लगता है आज कोई रोक नहीं पाएगा आज दीपक शर्मा को.
Well, the Amazon rainforest is being ravaged and destroyed, and so is this field at Vinoř in Prague. This is a scene of devastation and destruction at the hands of Sledgehammer Cricket Club from India. This is now a search and destroy mission from Deepak Sharma.
फरीदाबाद में स्लेजहैमर फाउंडेशन, जो कि प्रदीप महंती लीड करते हैं, उन्होंने अभी एक बहुत बड़ा स्टेडियम बनाया है, क्रिकेट स्टेडियम. एक और
There's a chance, it's a chance and it's taken.
Oh,
It's
Deepak
taken.
Sharma is out. बहुत ही सुंदर इनिंग, बहुत ही सुंदर बैटिंग करने के बाद
And that's the breakthrough that Czech Republic needed 7 overs ago.
Yeah.
The problem is that it could already be too late. That's one of the more remarkable partnerships that you'll see in cricket.
Uncle, is he the president of the academy?
no,
So what's his name? He is Pradeep.
he is Deepak Sharma.
Deepak
Sharma has made century on today's grand finale. दीपक शर्मा स्लेजहैमर 11 के बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण ओपनर हैं. जैसा कि मैं बता रहा था आपको कि स्लेजहैमर 11 जो है वो स्लेजहैमर फाउंडेशन की टीम है, और स्लेजहैमर फाउंडेशन ने फरीदाबाद में बहुत ही सुंदर एक स्टेडियम बनाया है, जहां पे वो बेसिकली इट इज़ ए इनिशिएटिव ऑफ CSR ऑफ स्लेजहैमर कंपनी, जिसमें कि गरीब बच्चे और लड़कियों को क्रिकेट सिखाया जाता है. और आज जो हमारी जो टीम हम देख रहे हैं स्लेजहैमर 11 की, इसमें भी कुछ प्लेयर जो हैं वो स्लेजहैमर फाउंडेशन की एकेडमी के प्लेयर्स हैं, जो कि पिछले बहुत सालों से स्लेजहैमर 11 से जुड़े हुए हैं.
A very worthy foundation, fantastic causes supported by Sledgehammer Cricket Club. We welcome them to Prague every year, and we will hope to see Sledgehammer Cricket Club continue to come to Prague. To Prague? Prague.
Praha.
To Praha, to
Yeah.
Plaha. And may this relationship
मैं-
continue.
या कल मैं मार्केट में था तो आई वाज सीइंग मैनी नेम्स ऑफ पराग ऑन ऑल बोर्ड्स. निर्वाण अत्री, जो कि बहुत ही खतरनाक बैट्समैन है स्लेजहैमर 11 की, वो आ चुके हैं फील्ड पे.
Well, it's a tough act to follow now. Sledgehammer Cricket Club are 122 for 1 off 8 overs. Hilal Ahmed taking the wicket of Deepak Sharma. He scored 108 off just 35 balls, 16 fours and 6 sixes. A strike rate of 308.
I think this may be the fastest century of this tournament, maybe.
We'll be checking with our statisticians shortly. Our statistician is just looking at us with a wry smile from the corner. He's not quite sure. This is a touch and go whether he might have scored the fastest century in the history of Czech Republic. Pepsi Cup Prague.
Definitely the fastest. I read from the scoreboards.
As we see, delivery just effortlessly guided.
पहला चौका प्रवीण मोहंती का, पहला चौका. मुझे लगता है दीपक शर्मा के जाने के बाद प्रवीण मोहंती एक पुराने मंजे हुए बैट्समैन का असली रूप सामने आता हुआ.
Well, I don't think I've seen that much in cricket before. 120 opening wicket partnership. And one batsman has just scored 5 runs. It's no slight against him. It's no slight against him as we see a huge
Strong
appeal.
yeah.
Walked across his stumps and hit right in front. Anytime you walk right in front of the stumps like that, you've got to be with a good shout of LBW. The umpire thought long and hard about it.
Oh, clean bowled.
As we see Praveen once again walking just in front of his wicket, taking a couple of steps down, and this time yorking himself. He's clean bowled by Sudesh. This is a good little period for Czech Republic. They really have to go away to pulling things back.
खुशी का माहौल चेक रिपब्लिक टीम के स्पेक्टेटर बॉक्स में सारे ही दर्शक बहुत खुशी के मूड में दिख रहे हैं. दूसरा झटका स्लेजहैमर 11 को.
Czech Republic just clawing their way back into this one, perhaps, but Sledgehammer still miles ahead of anybody's wildest expectations. They're 126 for 2.
और मुझे लगता है जैसा कि मैं देख रहा हूं मैं निवेद मिश्रा एक और डिस्ट्रॉयर हैं स्लेजहैमर 11 के, और वो ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं निर्वाण अत्री को. दोनों ही बहुत ही खतरनाक किस्म के बैट्समैन हैं. देखते हैं अब ऊंट किस करवट बैठेगा. इस टूर्नामेंट में जो जैसा कि मैं देख रहा हूं आज ये 5वां मैच है स्लेजहैमर 11 का. परवीन मोहंती कुछ अच्छी फॉर्म में दिखे नहीं मुझे. कहीं ना कहीं इसका असर मुझे ऐसा भी लगता है कि उनकी एक फिंगर पे हल्का सा चोट लगा हुआ है. हो सकता है उसकी वजह से वो पूरी फुल फॉर्म में नहीं खेल पा रहे. At last, Czech Republic national team has got 2 wickets. अब किस तरह से रोक पाते हैं इस तूफान को स्लेजहैमर 11 की. दिवेद मिश्रा अपने बहुत ही एज यूजुअल स्टाइल से बैटिंग की शुरुआत करते हुए. वाइड बॉल, बहुत ही मंझे हुए क्रिकेटर है निवेद मिश्रा, जो कि स्लेजहैमर 11 की एक बैकबोन है. बहुत प्यार से, बहुत ही बॉल को रिस्पेक्ट देते हुए.
So we see Czech Republic national captain Chris Pearce just trying to rally his troops.
बहुत ही सीधा फील्डर के हाथ में. एक रन से खाता खोला निवेद मिश्रा ने अपना, और इस एक रन के साथ स्कोर हुआ 128, 2 विकेट के नुकसान पर. इस तरह से 9वें ओवर की समाप्ति. निशांत, मैं अभी इंडिया में जब पिछले दिनों आई वाज जस्ट गोइंग टू ISBT. ऑन द लेफ्ट साइड ऑफ ISBT देयर आर मेनी ग्राउंड्स, और एक एक बड़े ग्राउंड में आप देखेंगे कि 10-10 टीम्स जो हैं संडेज को मैच खेल रही हैं, क्रिकेट मैच खेल रही हैं. और एवरी कॉर्नर ऑफ द सिटीज़ यू विल फाइंड चिल्ड्रन प्लेइंग क्रिकेट. मुझे लगता है कुछ क्रिकेट, अभी एक मूवी बन रही है, इसमें रणवीर सिंह जो है ही इज़ प्लेइंग द रोल ऑफ कपिल देव. and it's a movie on the uh, back. It may be the back of Kapil Dev. तो कुछ अलग सा जुनून है इंडिया में क्रिकेट के पीछे, लोग दीवाने हैं.
He's wearing a yellow shirt. Oscar orange.
Lots of comments, keep them coming in. Good to hear from Pankaj, Janak, Saranch, and our friends from Haryana.
एक मैसेज आया है पॉइनियर हरियाणा, सर जीत कर आना, बहुत उम्मीद है टीम से. एक और रन निवेद मिश्रा के खाते में. वेरी गुड रनिंग बिटवीन द विकेट. एक और रन निर्वाण ने लिया. निर्वाण अत्री बहुत एक्सपीरियंस्ड ऑलराउंडर हैं स्लेजहैमर 11 के, एंड ही इज सीनियर क्रिकेटर.
Yeah, thick outside edge this time. Is racing towards the boundary and it just keeps on going. Moral victory there for the Czech team. It didn't seem like it was going to reach the boundary, but it just kept going and going and going. Very fast outfield down here.
Then you can do an interview with Deepak in India afterwards. You can have a restaurant place over and then
Well, Deepak Sharma really has performed on the big stage, the biggest stage of them all, the Pepsi Cup Prague 2019. A couple of quiet overs here. Period of relative calm for Czech Republic. As calm as the skies today, very serene, very pleasant.
bandits what are the Doctor Sam. Bandits what are the last inning.
बहुत ही अच्छी रनिंग बिटवीन द विकेट निर्वाण अत्री और निवेद मिश्रा के बीच में. मैंने कभी देखा नहीं इस तरह से दोनों खेलते हुए, आराम से एकीकरण लेते हुए. अदरवाइज दोनों ही हिटर्स हैं, डिस्ट्रॉयर्स हैं, पर आज कुछ डिफरेंट से मूड में दिख रहे हैं दोनों प्लेयर्स. हो सकता है ये आने वाले तूफान से पहले की शांति है.
And after 10 overs, Sledgehammer Cricket Club are 136 for 2. Thanks for joining us for the first 10 overs. Thank you, Darun.
Thank you, Nishant.
We're going to take our leave as we're joined by a new commentary team.
You can talk to him as well. Where's my
But I didn't score 100.
Doesn't matter.
We know.
Adobedo.
If you can say that will be great.
That's fine. Sorry, I know not.
Praveen.
I know. The Deepak. 3-5 for 2. And thank you, Nishant and Darun as well for the first 10 overs. And I'm joined in the commentary box with Praveen. Praveen, how are you feeling on day 4?
It's very nice. The weather is so good, and we are enjoying.
and team is doing good. 10 over, I think 136 for 2 wickets. Pretty good start. Let's see how next 10 overs goes.
What was it like batting with such a great batsman today, Deepak,
Yeah,
who passed the century?
yeah, he was absolutely chanceless. He was, I mean, wherever you give him a ball, he was striking very well. It's not about hitting over the top, but he was hitting on ground, and where the player was, field was set, he was playing according to that. So it was amazing. I mean, love to watch the inning. Very happy to be partnered with him. Almost more than 100 runs partnership. So it's good.
And do you get a chance to bat with Deepak often, or is it occasionally in these sort of small tournaments that you tour with the team?
Yeah, I mean, me and Deepak are regularly doing the opening for our team, and he's been remarkable. And I have seen in our city like Delhi, in the national capital region. So he's been playing very well.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Praveen, and all the best.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
So that was Praveen from Sledgehammers who joined me in the commentary box. And it seems like Nishant has gone for a bit of a nibble on his lunch break. And walking towards the commentary box is Mr. Deepak himself, who I'll have a quick chat with just before he grabs his own lunch as well.
Hi, well, thank you.
हिंदी में
I will go. I will go. Who's Praveen and Deepak on there?
I already just spoke to
Yeah,
him.
but you can have them talk to each other and then. It's up to you.
We'll start with Deepak first and then we'll get.
Good.
आराम से भैया माइक्रोफोन ऑफ है.
कमेंट्री कौन कर रहा है? ये तो हमारे वो है टीम के मेंबर. Dilip Gautam, you are the first one super success. He's up here.
Okay. Yeah, he came. I remember him from last time.
Rishabh, you say hi to Deepak here from my side.
So here in the commentary box we have the star himself, Deepak, who played beautifully today on the Chateau field in the final of the Pepsi Cup. I'm sorry to grab you, Deepak, while you were having a bite. I hope you managed to finish what you were eating.
I'm finished.
Okay. So Deepak, how do you feel after playing such a beautiful innings?
This is my first outing to Prague, and I'm very delighted to be here. A wonderful atmosphere and great outing, great everything. I was not in good touch before, and just suddenly I played my first shot, and I pulled me back, and I carry. I want to, I want to play for Sledgehammer to win the cup. That's it.
Sweet.
Oh, where's the mic?
Speaking to you.
So Deepak, you said this is your first time coming to Prague. Do you often tour with the Sledgehammers?
Yeah, I played for last 2 years.
And where have you toured in the world? Have you gone to other places, or has it been mainly in India?
This is my first outside India,
Yeah.
and rest of the times I used to play in Delhi NCR for Sledgehammer.
Mm-hmm. And when was the last time you scored such a beautiful century?
Just 10 days before.
Okay. And where was that, in India itself?
Yeah.
And wow, there we go. That's another beautiful shot over there. That's a 6
Nivid
by
Mishra.
Nivid Mishra, and a lot of people rooting for Nivid. Actually, we have a lot of comments coming in.
He's a star campaigner.
Yes.
He's a rock star. So.
Yeah, he is. And what's your role with the Sledgehammers? Do you work with the Sledgehammers team or the foundation?
No. Actually, I used to play only for Sledgehammer.
Okay.
So these are such a everybody is so good. So I love to play with him, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Deepak.
Thank you.
I hope you managed to finish the rest of your lunch that I rudely interrupted.
Yeah,
Thanks, Deepak.
go get something to eat.
They have okay. But okay. I'm going to ask you. For a couple of companies. Okay. I'll have to go back to Canada. No, that's fine.
Fantastic catch by Czech Republic A captain Chris Pearce there. Much needed wicket for the fielding side. Anything they can do to prevent this score ballooning out to a massive total will assist them greatly. That is the third wicket to fall for Sledgehammer. Atri caught Pearce, bowled Naveed Khan for 5. But we know that Sledgehammer bat deep, and the man Mishra, who's still at crease on 23 from 13 deliveries. We've seen him put together some big innings in this tournament. And the new batsman in for Sledgehammer will be Khan. Three for 155. One more ball to go in the 12th over. Osha, any predictions about the total that Sledgehammer could achieve here?
Well, with a great start that they had, I think definitely they will be looking to score above 200. I'm saying 230, 240. Yeah, 250. Somewhere around there. I'm sure Czech Republic A will be looking to bring the run rate down, which it has dropped. They will definitely want to get Mishra out as soon as possible, as he is a very dangerous batsman.
Indeed. 156 for the loss of 3 after 12 overs. Another bowling change at the southern end. We have Siddharth Good coming on. Sid plays for Vinoř Cricket Club here in Prague. He will be bowling to Mishra. Just making some final adjustments to his field. See, 5-4 field. Sid comes in. Shortish, cut away by Mishra, but straight to the man Hilal Ahmed on the boundary, so just the 1 run.
I just looked at the chat and some predictions. Some people predicting 275 runs to be scored by Sledgehammer.
So they bring Hilal Ahmed in off the boundary, just to the edge of the 30 circle. This is outside line of off stump. Hit straight into the covers, fielded by Akash Parma from Prague Cricket Club for a dot ball. Sid comes in again. Driven into the covers, Hilal fields. They get through for the one, bringing Mishra back on strike. Akash doing well in the covers to prevent that ball from breaking through the infield. Dot ball for Sid. Czech Republic needing as many dots as possible here. That's a big hit. That is flown straight back over the bowler's head, and that's at least 15 meters over the boundary. Huge six. Glorious shot.
Yeah, beautiful shot. Can hear the captain Chris and it's well stopped on the boundary, so single there for Sledgehammer.
After 13 overs completed in the first innings of the final of the Pepsi Cup Prague 2019, Sledgehammer Cricket Club 165 for the loss of 3 wickets. This excellent score established by the opener Sharma with his amazing 108 from 35 balls, 16 fours, 6 sixes at a strike rate of 308. Naveed Khan continues from the Chateau end. Lofted drive over the head of Chris Pearce, and Sudesh on the boundary is unable to cut it off. That will be 4 more to Mishra.
Whose score is getting quite big as well. He's getting closer to the half a century, so Czech Republic will definitely want to get him out as soon as possible.
Yes, he's certainly the danger man now, and that's a slog towards cow corner. Fielder cuts it off, so just the single, which brings Khan on strike as Chris Pearce makes a couple of changes to the field for Khan. Khan's really only looking to rotate the strike, get Mishra back on base.
Yeah, it's something similar like Sharma and Mohanty, really. Dot ball there after a great piece of fielding from Chris Pearce.
Nice sliding stop. He sweeps an appeal. Umpire is completely and utterly uninterested. Going down the leg. But another valuable dot ball for the Czech side. Another dot to Sabur and Davizi in the covers, fielding that one well. Here comes Naveed. cut to the vacant point position. Kushal comes in off the boundary to collect 1 run for Sledgehammer. And importantly, I think for the Czech side, that will prevent Mishra from being on strike for the next over.
Yeah, and definitely now Czech Republic looking more capable of stopping the boundaries after 14 over Sledgehammer 171 for 3.
So those Sledgehammer fans who were hoping for a score of 275, their side would need to get 104 off the remaining 6 overs, which would need for Mishra to really go the tonk in these remaining overs. They've got plenty of wickets in hand, so there's no reason for him not to be able to do so. As we shall see Sid continuing from... Sorry, Akash has come on from the southern end. Bowls some spin. And his flight has deceived the batsman, Khan, for a dot ball.
Yeah. To the 275, I don't think that Sledgehammer will get to that score now. So the game is looking a bit more interesting and tighter than it initially looked.
It's in the air, and that's a 6. Mishra has shown time and time again in this tournament that he is more than happy to loft the ball back over the bowler's head to this shortish, straight boundary. As a result of that 6, Chris Pearce sends Navid Khan much straighter.
And another 6 there from Mishra. Just pulled it
Over the wicket. Akash Palmer to Mishra. Mishra dances down the wicket, doesn't hit it cleanly. Ball goes through the mid-wicket region, and that will be 1 run. Stopped on the boundary by Sabawoon, so a single to complete Akash's over. 15 gone now. Sledgehammer 186 for 3. And I believe Mishra may have brought up his 50. He has indeed. That single gives Mishra 50 from 23. As we shall see yet another bowling change for Czech side. Coming on from the Chateau end now will be Sabawoon Darvizi from Prague Barbarians Cricket Club. He bowled 2 overs at the start of the innings from the southern end. Coming on now from the Chateau. Medium fast. Comes into Khan.
ball in the air. No one further wasn't interested in the catch, but manages to stop it on the boundary. Prevent the 4 runs.
That brings Mishra on strike. Umpire has just signalled a free hit. Must have been a no ball. Didn't actually see why, and Mishra punishes that. Just squarish of cow corner for a 6. Taking full advantage of the free hit there.
Yeah, and that's very useful for Sledgehammer, of course. Czech Republic will definitely want to stop these no balls. And the ball in the end now, but it is another 6 for Sledgehammer, who are now 206 for 3.
I think you're right, Masha. I think that is 206 for 3. Mishra is enjoying the pace of the ball coming on, but that's played and missed. Wideish of off stump. Didn't get to the pitch of the ball at all. Swing and a miss. Here comes Sabu in from the Chateau end. Mishra goes big again towards cow corner. It is the biggest boundary on this Chateau field, but that does not make any difficulties for Mishra. He picks up yet another 6. That's 3 6s from this over. And with the damage that Mishra is doing in this over, we've had 20 runs come from it already. Perhaps he is getting his side into a position where that 275 could still be on.
Yeah. Now playing it along the floor, so no 6 from here. Not even a 4-1 run.
Still means with one more delivery to come from the over, have already been 21 runs come from it. Very expensive over for the Czechs. Subwin into Khan. Lofted off drive, couple of bounces, and that is 4 runs for Khan, meaning 25 runs from that over. The run rate had dipped a little bit in the previous few overs, but Moshi, it's really escalated thanks to that over.
Yeah, and Czech Republic won't be very happy with that, as Chris Pierce just making a few adjustments in the field for the 17th over.
211 for 3 after 16 overs. Sledgehammer are going big, going bold, and at the moment the Czech Republic has no response. Yet another bowling change as Hilal Ahmed will come on from the southern end. Hilal from Prague Cricket Club. Hilal normally bowls medium swing.
Another 6 there. Fielder did jump up, but nowhere near the ball.
As the onslaught continues from Sledgehammer, Mishra hitting sixes with ease and fun.
Good stuff on the boundary, just a 1-1 there for Sledgehammer. Dot ball.
Headlock comes in again to Khan. Oh, big swing and a miss. And I'll put it out wide, looking for a stumping. The batsman missed it. The keeper attempt, but the batsman able to get back, so it is just a wide.
Huge six there. Catch by the Winchester captain. But, of course, Winchester aren't playing, so he is on the other side of the boundary. So a 6 for Sledgehammer.
The crowd celebrating a crowd catch. Khan drives this one through the covers for 4. Now that we're into these last few overs, Khan joining in the smashing with his partner Mishra. Moshe, do you think that that 275 the Sledgehammer fans wanted is looking possible now?
Well, it's definitely possible, and if they keep batting the way they are now, and they hit another 4, then why not? Chris Pearce tries to stop the ball but fails to, and now looking for the ball. After
22 runs coming from that over. Indeed, it is absolute destruction. "17 overs completed, 233 for 3 is the score. And with the last 2 overs having both gone for more than 20 runs, that 275 prediction is looking pretty damn good. As we see yet another bowling change from the Czechs. They have tried and tried everything they possibly could. So many bowlers used. A couple of them have bowled from both ends. And now we'll see Honey Gori coming on from the Chateau end. Normally opens the bowling for the Czech Republic, but he was delayed in his arrival to the game. Substitute Smith Patel taking the field in his place at the opening. He's now been allowed to bowl, although it seems the umpires are having another check if it is soon enough. I think they are actually suggesting that he can't bowl this over, and he might have to wait one more. He did have a very late arrival.
Game after 9 overs.
And it looks like both umpires are going to go over and consult with the scorers to ensure exactly at what point Honey can come on to bowl. So we have a massive delay here. Moshe, anything going on in the chat?
yeah, there have been a lot of questions asking about why Honey isn't bowling. Well, your questions have just been answered. Also, questions is this will be the largest score ever chased at Vinoř.
Well, Al Shaheen hit 300 yesterday. We'll see if the Sledgehammer can get that total. If they're able to get that in 3 overs, it would be an incredible feat. As we said, the last 2 overs have both gone for more than 20. So the possibility of them hitting 67 runs from 3 overs, they've shown they can do it already.
Yeah. Also, comment about you saying Hilal Ahmad bowls medium swing, that it's very generous.
I think anyone making that comment is being a bit cruel to Hilly. Medium slow, perhaps. So the umpires have returned. And Honey is going to bowl the next over, so they have conferred and decided it is time for Honey to come on. We'll bowl from the Chateau end. Swings it both ways.
Sing leg by there. 4 Sledgehammer. And now running in. Played into the ground, stopped on the boundary, and once again just the 1-1.
He bowls to Mishra, licked away through mid wicket, and that will be 4 more. Mishra getting closer and closer to a century. Do you think we're going to see a second centurion in this innings, Moshe?
Why not? I think why not? He has definitely batted very well, so I think he deserves century now. Honey running in, ball in the air, but no one near it. So another 4 for Mishra, and he's really getting closer to that century now.
Ball is fetched from cow corner. Mishra on 81 with 32 balls. Khan is on 24 from 16. Mishra has hit 5 4s and 8 6s. As a pair of gloves are run out for Mishra. He's only faced 32 balls, but with all the hitting he's done, he's obviously gloves have gotten a bit sweaty. The umpire and batsman just ask the photographer behind the bowler to remove himself from the view of the batsman. Considering that photographer is an umpire as well, you'd think he knew better. Manigori comes in. Mishra slaps that one to long on. The fielder has made an absolute meal of it and fumbles it over the boundary for 4.
If Czech Republic want to have any chance in winning this final, they will definitely have to stop these fielding mistakes. That's 3 runs given to Sledgehammer.
Absolutely, Masha. Cannot afford to give away freebies in a final. Straight drive past the bowler. This time the fielder does a good job on the boundary and prevents them from getting it. So just the 1 run, which will also keep Mishra on strike.
Update Tiger. Update Tiger.
So after 18 overs, 248 for 3, Sledgehammer. Continuing from the southern end will be Akash Parmar, bowling to Mishra, who is on 90. Slow one, and Mishra just effortlessly smacks it back over the bowler's head for 6. Mishra, it's one thing of how big Mishra hits, but the real telling thing is how easily he does it.
Yeah, really effortless and 4 runs away from his century. And he was very close to getting those 4 runs there, but brilliant fielding on the boundary.
Kushal Mendon cutting it off at cow corner. So I'll put Khan on strike. Akash Parmar comes in. Khan dances forward. There's a stumping opportunity, and he's gone. Czechs finally breaking this big partnership with less than 2 overs remaining. No other option but for Khan to be going for every boundary he can. Good bit of work by the Czech wicketkeeper Ushan there.
Yeah, but I don't feel it's going to be a huge wicket, as it was only the 4th wicket and not many overs remaining. It shouldn't damage Sledgehammer too much. I'm just getting some statistics in the chat that the highest score in the T20 Czech League at Vinoř was 244 scored. By PCC second 11. It's almost chased down by Vinohrady second 11.
So Akash bowling to Mishra now. Mishra on 97. Any boundary will give him his 100. Drives it straight. There is a fielder there though, and he collects it on the 1 bounce and gets the throw in quickly. So Mishra just moves to 98.
that is a 6 there, landing into the crowd, and that is exactly what Sledgehammer wants in these late parts of the game, just getting as many runs as possible.
Indeed. Yadav again in the air. Doesn't get hold of this one as it goes over the covers. May have been stopped on the boundary. No, it's rolled over for 4. Rahul Yadav very quickly getting into the swing of things. Smacking a 6 and a 4 consecutive deliveries. He moves to 11 off 3. The Sledgehammer score moving to 268 for 4. That 275 prediction is starting to look a bit short.
Yeah, as once again 275 was written into the chat. 290 is very possible the way the Sledgehammer batsmen are batting so far.
We see yet another change in the bowling. To bowl the final over from the Chateau end will be Hilal Ahmad. Mishra slaps that one to cow corner, and it's a 6. Lovely way to bring up your 100. 104 from 39 balls, 7 4s and 10 6s. Most impressive performance.
Yeah, and 2 centuries for Sledgehammer today. Only something under 61 scored by the other batsman as the ball is now in the air and it's dropped. So 2 runs there for Sledgehammer. You can see the fielder not very happy with himself there.
Yes, Saburin Darvizi at long off. Looks to have been under it. Shouldn't have had any problem with it, but he's put down. The wicket's not the important thing. It would have been a dot ball. This is short. Top edge flies over the keeper. Naveed Khan races round and does well. The batsmen get a single, putting Yadav on strike.
I mean, at this point, a wicket is like a dot ball, really. More important being a dot ball, and now in the air, and that has gone for yet another 6 for Sledgehammer. Yet another 6 for Yadav. $290 now is the latest prediction in the chat.
Yes, as they've already gone past, comfortably past the 275. $283. As the search party are trying to get hold of the ball.
And a wild swing and miss there.
Yeah, so
Yadav.
can we ask who played now? Is it final?
And 1 ball remaining in the Sledgehammer innings. What can they do? It's going to be another dot ball to finish it off there. So Sledgehammer end with 283 for 4. What do you think, Benjamin? What do you think? A great score, and that performance was absolutely brilliant. They had 2 centuries. Mishra and Sharma scored those. They played brilliantly. Yeah, very good score. It could have been more really, couldn't it? Because they had a brilliant start. Obviously Sharma. Then the run rate kind of calmed down a bit, and now Mishra. Definitely finished it off very well with Yadav. So, who do you think will win now, Benjamin? I think Sledgehammer have a good chance. So you think Sledgehammer for the 3rd time in a row? Yes. Well, join us after the innings break and make your predictions on who will win the Pepsi Cup 2019 in the chat. So, as I said, join us after the innings break and be sure to leave your predictions on who will win the Pepsi Cup 2019 in the chat down below. As you can see, children playing between the innings.
score.
So we're about to get underway for the second innings of the final of the Pepsi Cup Prague 2019. Fielders are in place, batsmen are in the middle, umpires just signalling to the scorers, and then we'll be ready to begin.
And we're here for the first ball of the Czech Republic National A team. Chase and first ball. Sabawoon. It is in his slot. And he slashes it over cover for 4. Czech Republic up with the rate already. We could be in for a thriller.
Exactly, Nishat. With such a big total to be chasing, a boundary off the first ball is exactly what they needed. Do you give them any hope? And the umpire signals a wide.
Well, they're certainly up with the rate now. There's 6 off the first ball. They could be declaring at this rate. Maybe we should just call it quits.
And deny ourselves all of the fun and entertainment of a final?
Honey Gory on strike. Speared into his thigh. He's just giving his backside a little bit of a rub.
Yes, Honey wore that one well. Only a gentle rub, not giving any sign of real discomfort away, not encouraging the bowler too much.
Well, they're well and truly up with the rate now. 12 runs off 3 legitimate deliveries so far. That was a glorious shot over long off for 6. Honey Gory came 10 overs late. It's a mystery, nobody knows why.
There have been suggestions that he was being held against his will, being physically prevented from getting to the ground.
I heard that he'd had a dodgy lasagna last night.
I didn't realise he was a Tottenham player. Sorry, a reference only football fans would get. Lala coming in again from the Chateau end to Honey Gory.
Brilliant bit of running there. Sabawoon. He never runs just the 22. It gives you full value. A single for Sabawoon is about 40 yards. If he knew he only had to run 22.
Imagine what he could do. Field just adjusting for the left-hander being on strike. Sabawoon addresses the crease. Lala races in, shortish, outside of off. Saba very dismissive of that, not interested. He knows where he wants it. And he is prepared to wait for the ball that he wants. So, one ball remaining in this first over. 13 runs coming from it so far. Fuller delivery.
Again, that's in the slot, and that is dismissed by Sabawoon. An all-action start to the first over. 17 off it. Czech Republic up with the run rate, and the crowd go wild.
Yes, Nishant. Many people at the innings break were considering this game to already be over, suggesting that it was an insurmountable total. Sabawoon and Honigori showing that the Czechs are still here. They've got their eye on the prize.
I had a chat with Danny Hudacek, the Czech coach, at halftime. Danny saying that he thought Sledgehammer were about 30 or 40 short.
Some of the Sledgehammer fans in the chat on YouTube said exactly the same thing.
And I think we could be in a bit of hard hat territory here. We're at long on. Honigori is batting.
Atri, the bowler from the southern end. Honey certainly put his back into that one, but not getting hold of it. In Honey's mind, that was flying not only over the boundary, not only over the road, but well into the golf course. Honey again hitting with aggression, picking out the fielder though this time. So Sabawoon will be on strike for the next delivery. The first season that Sabawoon played in the Czech League, he was in the same team as myself. I was actually his captain. I said to him one day of, what part of the ground do you like to hit it? And he said, I don't care.
Ooh.
I hit it everywhere.
Oh, and that was completely misjudged. He hit it everywhere and nowhere just then, as we see nearly a run out. They've snuck two. Sabawoon just completely mishitting that one. Popping up to mid-on, where the fielder made an absolute meal of it. He never really looked comfortable, tracking back, went side to side, did the hokey-cokey, shook it all about, and the ball shook out of his hands. Sabawoon on strike again.
We go for another quick single. The keeper is doing the fielding himself. He has a shy at the non-striker's end. Sabawoon is dancing around with glee. That call for yes sounded a little bit more like some type of tribal chant.
I'm not sure whether I was watching cricket or The Last of the Mohicans just then.
Indeed. It is all action, all drama here at Vinoř.
And that'll be...
Oh, it's well stopped on the boundary. A little late cut from Honey there.
And you have to think that these first 6 overs are going to be crucial here.
Absolutely.
Czech Republic can afford precious few dot balls. After 2 overs, Czech Republic are 22 for none.
It's an excellent start, but the reality is they have to keep at this pace for the entire innings if they're going to be able to chase this total down. I will leave you now, Nishant, and let Moshe join you for the next few overs.
Welcome once again, Moshe. You join us with Czech Republic A. 22 for none, chasing Sledgehammers. 283 for 4. As we see a short ball dug in with the keeper standing up. Not sure the keeper would be too happy with fielding many of those today. Do you give any chance to Czech Republic?
Well, I mean, they started fairly well, and if they continue like this throughout the whole innings, then why not? As it's a good stop on the edge of the circle, so just a single there.
Well, I make that 3 boundaries already saved by Sledgehammer. Moshe, what's the weather looking like?
Definitely warmer than yesterday. Not sunny, but it doesn't look like there's any chance of rain. But like I said, or like you said, 3 boundaries stopped by Sledgehammer. That's something that the Czech Republic a couple of times failed to do, stopping the boundaries. There were a couple of misfields and giving away runs that could make the difference. It's another stop on the boundary, so another single Czech Republic A.
Well, there are plenty of bees flying about. Maybe they know that honey is at the crease.
Or that I am eating a fruit cake and cookie in the commentating box.
Moshe, you have had your fair share of cake and cookies over the last few days. Thanks to the fine caterers treating us here at Vinoř for the Pepsi Cup Prague 2019. I'm currently indulging in some delicious, refreshing ice-cold Pepsi. And that shot was certainly delicious and refreshing. Honeygory just backing away, delicately dabbing it through point. The ball racing away downhill for 4. Czech Republic A are going to need plenty more of those shots. They're going to need, well, they're going to need some sort of miracle, if we're being honest. Deepak Sharma played a miracle knock, scoring 108 off just 35 deliveries. And you wonder if Honeygory is capable of doing the same. Nived also chipped in with 107 off 41. His innings was not out. "19 sixes in that innings from Sledgehammer. 19 sixes.
Czech Republic will definitely have to score just a couple of those as well if they want to win. As it hit the pad,
A rather optimistic appeal, and
leg by there for Czech Republic.
that was a filthy shout from the Sledgehammer bowler, coming round the wicket to the left-hander. Ball wouldn't have hit a second set. as we're welcomed into the commentary box by Benjamin.
Hello, Benjamin. Hello.
Always good to keep it in the family. Moshi and Benjamin, brothers and future Czech Republic national cricketers, I'm sure. Moshi indulging in some fruitcake. His brother Benjamin indulging in some cookies, and Honey indulging in that full toss.
And
That was a rather decadent biff over long off for 6.
a shot we saw many times from Sledgehammer. And a quick update from the Ashes.
Ooh,
and
in the
after
air.
ball,
And next ball.
as Honiguri is caught. Now that is a huge loss for the Czech Republic, as Ahmad Hilal walking up to the crease. Benjamin, back to what you wanted to say. Well, we'll have to wait a moment for Benjamin as he is just finishing off the delicious cookie. Now that is a big loss for the Czech Republic. So Benjamin, are you ready? Are you ready now? Yeah, so England in the Ashes batting now. They are 127 for 5. And their target is 383. They need 256 with 5 wickets remaining. But now, back to the grand final. 28 for 1. Not looking too good now for the Czech Republic, is it?
You ate the cookie already. Thank you to everybody who's joining us in our live YouTube chat. Sean Dalton, a stalwart of Czech cricket, hinting that this might have broken some records, this Sledgehammer versus Innings performance. 283 for 4 after their 20 overs. Yeah. She was asleep, so I told Moshi to just go away for with a cookie. She's eating the cookie.
अरे भाई ओए बहुत
Hmm. She didn't want this? She didn't want the cookie? She really wanted it. Okay, you both go. Say, you need to have this. Your blood sugar is take your blood sugar.
For Czech Republic.
Your blood sugar is there.
Everybody's smiling again.
Hold the okay, you hold the microphone, you eat, that's fine. Oh, and that looked like a nick behind.
And that's a caught behind a nick. And so that's another wicket. Yeah, he'll confirm that he nicked it. So now, walking up to the crease is Sudesh. Do you think he can make a huge difference here?
Well, I have often referred to Sudesh as the beast from the east. We will certainly need a beast of a knock for Czech Republic A to get close to this total. Meanwhile, in the Ashes, England are 5 down. They've still got about 60 overs to bat out if they're to salvage a draw from the fourth test at Old Trafford. Unlucky, a lot. So I was talking about Sean Dalton's comment. He says, as far as he's aware, the highest previous score in a T20 Czech League game was Prague Cricket Club's second 11, who had scored 244. I do seem to recall Sledgehammer scoring something in the region of 253 years ago during their victorious 2016 campaign in the Pepsi Cup Prague. Things just become a little bit more nippy, a little bit more chilly here in Vinoř, in the outskirts of Prague city. First ball to Sudesh, the beast, who just taps that back to the bowler. Czech Republic in a little bit of a hole here. How will they escape? They're 41 for 2. Last ball of the 5th over coming up. Comes into bowl. Sudesh is short. It's a little bit wide. Thick outside edge. Runs down to third man, where it's fielded by the Ajinkya Rahane lookalike, Rahul. As we see Mukesh next into bat. Do we have any thoughts from the next man in?
Play the ball on the merit and hit. See the ball, hit the ball. That's what I would say. Watch the ball, hit the ball, play the ball on the merit. Definitely there's a big score and we'll fight. That's it.
So for those of you who couldn't quite hear Mukesh, I think it involved something saying, see the ball, pray a little bit, try to hit the ball. They still have key man in, Sabarun. Sudesh has also been known to score some big hundreds in quick time. As I see, both my junior commentators' mouths are a little bit full of cake and cookies respectively. They have taken to life in the press box like a duck to water. my colleagues do appreciate and understand that life as a journalist is mostly about eating cake. And distributing cake. They've also taken care of our fellow co-commentator, Dr. Meenal Joshi, the soon-to-be Dr. Meenal Joshi, the soon-to-be Mrs. Meenal Joshi.
How can you call it? This is a
Would you prefer to be called Mrs. or Dr. Joshi?
Shot! Yeah, very good.
And that question was absolutely dismissed, just like that delivery from Sudesh, who smashes it over mid-wicket for 6.
the camera lenses are more. Yeah, I think the camera lenses.
Can you try working the camera lens?
Yeah, I think so.
There's a big hole.
I think they explain. What is your name? 60. It's very hard. It's very tough.
Test.
We need few sixes.
Test. And Sudesh winds up again. This one just cramping him for a bit of room, but that's one of the shots of the day. That is one of the shots of the day. Beautiful timing. It's not just power. That was a beautiful bit of timing. He backed away to leg. Bowler just cramped him up with a quicker one. But the timing, the placement, the execution of that shot was absolutely gorgeous. It was juicy, it was delicious, it was crisp, it was moist. Just like this lovely fruit cake that Moshi's indulging in right now. Wouldn't you say so yourself, Moshi?
Actually,
Definitely.
yeah, so scalp
How big is it? Do you know how big it is?
Actually, I don't know, but they said everything is normal. Only in the scalp.
At the end of the power play, Czech Republic A are 56 for 2. A better score was needed after the power play, so now even better score is needed for the rest of the innings. They need 228 runs to win, of 14 overs. The ball's in the air, but definitely no one there, and it's raced off to the boundary for 4 runs.
Say sorry? Czech Republic 60 for 2 after 6. It's a very much an uphill struggle for here.
As the ball runs up, we'll just flick that one.
I think they were nearby somewhere.
Still 1 run, but that's a miss. A bad throw, so probably go for 2.
There have been plenty of overthrows during this tournament. Sabawoon runs at the speed of light, runs the 100 meters in 10.3 flat. That's really fast. Steps across to off this time, but it's just bowled a little bit fuller, a little bit wider. Sabawoon yorks himself somewhat. Just manages to knock it back straight to the bowler. Steps away to off again. Smashes, but deep mid-wicket is around that. very, very quickly indeed.
Well stuck
Cuts
on
off
the
a
boundary.
4.
Brilliant. Just a fielding on the boundary there. And so far that for me has been a big difference between the Sledgehammer and Czech Republic. We saw a couple of misfields from the Czech fielders. And no misfields except the odd overthrow from Sledgehammer so far. Aurora now wanting in, and
And that's gone a mile up in the air. And has it got the distance? You bet it has. That's a 6 on any ground.
huge 6 there.
And we have a question in from one of our viewers, Meenal.
Do you think the Czech team have a chance to chase such a high score?
No. Thank you for your question.
Well,
Do keep sending in your messages from YouTube, Instagram. Or I just wonder if they can nick 2 there.
if it
Maybe
It's-
next time.
definitely not going to be easy to chase down such a score, but so far quite early in the innings, it's doable.
As we see Honey Gory. Honey Gory on the sidelines now, having been out for 20 off 13. It was a very promising knock. We had very high hopes indeed.
Yeah, he's looking fairly desperate to get back into bat.
He knows he might have missed out on a big score. As we see Honey walking into the distance for the final time. This Pepsi Cup Prague 2019. What is it I hear you say?
Pepsi Cup Prague 2019. As Czech Republic A are 72 after 7 overs.
You know, any other situation, this would constitute an excellent start from Czech Republic.
Now it's below the required run rate. They're going about 10 runs and over.
And I do think we'll be in danger here. So that's just taking a sight of that first delivery. We are at long on for Sudesh. There's a huge gap between long off. Long on is fairly wide. There's about a 40-meter gap between the two, and that is absolutely smashed. But that's gone through cover. Sudesh played a couple of gorgeous, powerful shots through cover already off the back foot. Not an easy shot to play on these AstroTurf pitches.
And we are definitely now sitting in an area where the ball could quite possibly come from a huge 6.
We've already had a couple of near-death experiences.
Mohanty.
A couple of near-death experiences for the commentators, but we do put ourselves in the line of danger, and that shot is in the line of danger. What a catch! One of the catches of the tournament there on the boundary. I was just mentioning how well Sudesh was playing through cover, and he absolutely brutalized that one, but this time it was in the air. It looked like a 6 for all money. Somehow, he's picked out the cover boundary fielder who's run round to his left, taking a low diving catch just before the cover boundary. And Czech Republic A are 3 down. That could prove to be a huge moment in this game because Sudesh was looking particularly powerful today.
As Davisi and Mukesh having a talk on the wicket. You might hear Mukesh being called a bit of a different way.
Well, I'm not sure where the Flies and the Bees will go after this Pepsi Cup Prague 2019, but I do hope they find a home. As the camera pans to Czech Republic A captain Chris Pearce. Shrugging his shoulders. And Sabawoon looks at that delivery, shrugs his shoulders.
As Surf Czech 2000 agrees with you, Nishant, and said game over in the chat.
Czech Republic need about 210 off the next 12 overs. They need to go at 18 and over.
Butcher, currently on strike. Appeals.
And once again, that seems like an ambitious appeal. Speared into leg from round the wicket.
And unlike many times before, this time the Butcher fails to hit.
And Czech Republic A will get them more than 5 wides at this rate. That's a wry smile from Czech Republic A captain Chris Pearce. A wide smile now, pointing and laughing in the face of this opposition. As the run rate required run rate decreases by 0.2.
Nancy running in, and that is why he is called the Butcher. Not quite all the way, but 4.
And that's a huge end to the over, with 5 wides, followed by a 4 off that extra delivery. That helps the equation somewhat. And you just wonder whether Czech Republic A, the longer they stay alive in this one, whether they might just have a smidge of a chance. A smidge of a chance. They pulled off the impossible yesterday. They performed what many thought was a cricketing miracle yesterday. And they did it live on YouTube, broadcast around the world. We have viewers from India, we have viewers from Doha, Bahrain, Canada, America, South America, Scandinavia, Greenland. Hello to our listeners in Greenland. And Australia. It is the middle of the night in Australia, but you are up and we are here for you.
And after 8 overs, Republic A team are 84 for 3. 200 runs needed. What do you think, Benjamin?
It's doable, that's for sure, and I think very close scoring.
So you're pretty much the only optimistic
84 for 3
person here right now.
after 8.
Probably, I'm not sure.
It's only because I can read from here.
Well, Moshe, if they performed a miracle yesterday, what's stopping them from performing another miracle now?
And that's a single to the Butcher, and it's carved into the covers.
And Republic will definitely be looking to the run rate as soon as possible. It is now Veezy facing this ball, and it's a good straight drive. The single there. So chugging it in.
Meanwhile, Ashes update, and England are now 6 down.
138 for 6.
They still have 50 overs to bat out. Day 5.
Check that's not totally sprinting between the wickets, looking for the two potential two. As it is not looking very good for the Czech Republic here at Vinoř, and it's not looking brilliant for England in the Ashes either, as that's driven for a single by the And yes, thank you to Surf Czech 2000 for the update. We're now 6 down. 138 for 6. Requiring 245 runs with 4 wickets remaining. Big cheering from the crowd here at Vinoř.
The crowd have become a bit more rowdy in recent overs, all supporting the Czech Republic A team. He comes in, Sabawoon! 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 That is one of the biggest sixes we've seen all day.
Let's cheer. What a six! What a six! What a six! What a six!
And the crowd going wild. You can barely hear yourself think.
What a six! What a six! One more six!
One
more six! One more six! One more six! One more six! One more six!
Sabawoon steps across his stumps again. That could well be... Ooh. I think he might have just flicked his pad. There has been some ambitious appeals here from the Sledgehammer bowlers. Sabawoon has one favourite spot, and once again he steps across the stumps. This time he tucks it to mid-wicket. Fumbled, and a sharp single is taken.
It's Czech Republic A batsman running very well between the wickets, but the single's definitely not enough to win them the Pepsi Cup. Mohanty coming into bowl.
You just...
As the butcher hit it straight on, but it's well fielded on the boundary.
So Moshe, as a Czech Republic national team cricket expert, I want to ask you, why do they call Mukesh the Butcher? Sabawoon on strike again.
Yes.
And I think this could well be 5 more wides. No, the umpire decides, or Sabawoon stretches his arms out. I think he might well have a case there. The ball was down leg side. Sabawoon had walked across to off. I can't see any reason why that wouldn't be given a wide. Czech Republic certainly can't say that the umpires are against them.
Mohanty now well flicked on. It's a field on the boundary to stop it, so just a single.
Once again, Sabawoon stepping across off.
And we've just been told here that Czech Republic aren't doing too bad, and there's still a chance.
Well, I think they've almost hit 100 more. With another 7 overs to go. It could go either way, Moshe. It really could. We saw what happened yesterday. Why can't it happen again?
100 is up, and a round of applause goes around the ground. Czech Republic 102 for 3 after 10.
So halfway through the innings, they have scored 102 runs.
As we see a couple of pitch invaders come across the And they're quickly shooed away by security.
Czech Republic A need 182 runs to win of 10 overs. 80 more than they have scored of these 10. So more sixes hopefully to come from these two. Talks about the Czech Republic team could still do it. And well, they could definitely do it if they keep hitting sixes like that.
What a six! 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 One more six! One more six! One more six! One more six!
One more six.
Copycats.
So, we talk about Czech Republic A still having hope in winning this game. Let us know in the chat if you think they could win. Mishra running into bowl. And that's a brilliant flick.
Oh yeah, that's
Crowd go crazy for 4. Umpire
That's 4!
not that interested.
Yes!
4 is given. 6 and a 4 to start off the over for Divisi. So brilliant start and exactly what Czech Republic A need.
Saburun on strike again. Oh, and this time he sweeps. He loves that flick to leg, but he finds the fielder at short, fine leg.
Yeah, dot ball there.
It's only been a matter of placement, I feel, that's kept Czech Republic A slightly behind the 8 ball.
Oh, that's in the air.
And again, a pleasing looking shot, and that's just spun away.
Yes! That's a 4 once again.
That is what we call a home ground spin to take the ball for 4. And it's Saburun with a 6, a 4. Well, we won't mention the dot ball, and then another 4. 14 runs off 4 balls already. Saburun playing a blinder here. Exactly what Czech Republic A needed. He's on 47 off 26.
5 4s, 2 6s. Brilliant batting from him. Mishra coming in. And it's out. And that was Wilder swinging.
And that is a
Behind
huge
once
moment
again.
in the game, as Saburun just couldn't quite make up his mind. The short ball really dug in halfway down the pitch. Saburun could have maybe hit that anywhere, but he hung out his bat at it, and he is seething. He is incandescent with rage. He can't believe what he's done. But there's a warm round of applause, a standing applause. The crowd are going wild for Saburun. Cometh the hour, cometh the Sabah. Czech Republic A now 116 for 4. They need something special now. They needed something special before. It seemed like things were going their way for just a short while.
Yeah, different. Looks like the level of special needed is definitely going up. There's a single there.
Czech Republic 116 to 4 now.
Namaskar Mitro. Namaskar Mitro. Pradeep comes into bowl again, and that's in the hitting arc, but it's just
Good
a
running,
bit of a
good
bobble.
running.
They steal a single to cover.
That's a good running between the wickets.
Get that packet. Oh, there's a little fly away. Get that packet, put it in the bin. What a catch! What a catch!
And that's a catch, and the breeze is out.
We've seen a couple of remarkable catches in this innings.
Sorry, not the breezy.
As Meenal walks right in front of the camera.
Also known as the Butcher.
The butcher becomes the butchered. The hunter becomes the hunted. The Meenal becomes the Kaskarwala.
The what?
Not a full day at work for the butcher. Shishi.
And the fielder knows how good that catch was. He raises his arm triumphantly as he walks back to the crowd to give him a warm standing ovation here in Vinoř. In the outskirts of Prague, there is a warm round of applause on this chilly evening. Yes, you're my favorite person in the world, Benji.
Two.
You're the best, Benji. You're the best. You're right. Czech Republic are 118 for 5. They've put up a most valiant fight, most valiant resistance. But it looks like it's just creeping out of reach right now. He walks down the pitch. Another loud appeal from round the wicket. Surely the umpire has to have a word about these very optimistic shouts. They're becoming more intense and more frequent in nature, and there's just becoming a little bit of nibble in this game as well. As that's defended.
As this Czech Republic 18 Pepsi Cup 2019 win is further and further away now, into the 13th over. Umpire coming over to this to hand something over. Chance going on for the umpire.
It's very rare that you ever see a chant for an umpire, but this is the sort of crack you have at the Pepsi Cup Prague 2019, where the fans, the knowledgeable fans of Vinoř, known for its cricketing history, they love an official down here in Vinoř. It's official appreciation day. The famous Vinoř bees are circling the Pepsi tent here. They know they may well have a feast of leftover syrup when this game concludes, and the vultures are circling in the sky of Vinoř over this Czech Republic A innings. They fancy that Sledgehammer Cricket Club might be in for the kill here. It's been an incredible day of cricket so far, hasn't it, Moshi? Everything we wanted, and some more, and then some more, and then a little bit more.
Yeah, it's in the air, another catch.
Edged and taken. That is a tracer bullet of a catch taken.
Another batsman gone for the Czech Republic A team. And the win now is pretty much impossible. What do you think now? After saying that they still could win now?
Well, Moshe, I think after these couple of wickets, the hope has dwindled away, and I think the Czech team now are just trying to play it out till the 20th over. However, I still do think they put on a very good fight, and I do think that at the beginning they had some very good pace, and they were picking up a lot of runs. I do think that they put on a very good fight despite such a big score.
Well, we'll definitely hope that they can even get close.
Just give a shout.
It'd be interesting what I would be. To give you this wicket look.
It's really good.
very good. I'm very good defending. Just somehow because I'm about to put it in the wicket. I'm hoping it doesn't give the ball this time.
Is it even possible? So they need 160 off 45 balls. So it's mathematical. No. They need 22 runs and over.
Fine.
So just a quick
22 runs and over needed.
22 runs required from each over. So mathematically it's still possible for Czech Republic A team to win Pepsi Cup 2019.
You only need 3 sixes.
The Sledgehammer are getting closer and closer to their third Pepsi Cup win. That will be in 2017, 2018 and 2019. Pepsi Cups all won by Sledgehammer.
Our friend from the Canadian Hawks, Riley, mentions that they only need 3 sixes and a 4 every over. It'd be hard pushed to score any sixes of those types of toe-crushing Yorkers. Oh, it's okay. Oh, Milan, did you hear what Benji just said?
Well, I went for him. I was there for a long time, so I said, sorry, there was a big queue.
It's okay, Benji. I forgive you. You're the best. So Benji, what do you make of the state of the game now? 160 runs needed off 7 overs. I don't believe this has ever happened in the history of cricket, as we see actual tumbleweed going across the ground. I wonder if that's nature commenting on the state of the game.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win Republic. Ooh, and that was a swing and a miss. Yeah, not seeing.
So as we wind up the Czech national innings, perhaps, with wild swings and misses like that, it may not be too long before this innings is wrapped up completely. I just wanted to know from our 2 co-commentators, what have been the highlights of the past 4 days for both of you?
Well, getting to commentate really was a big thing, and I really enjoy commentating. And getting the chance to commentate with my childhood hero, Nishan Joshi, was obviously brilliant.
I'm touched. I'm absolutely touched. It's been a pleasure and a privilege to work with 2 young broadcasters, and I think the game is safe in your hands, Moshi and younger brother Benji.
And after 13 overs, Czech Republic 121 for 6, needing 163 runs to win.
I would also like to extend an invitation to both Moshi and Benji. Next time I am commentating on an international cricket game, I would very much like to have both of you as my guests in the press box.
Well, my biggest highlight was probably commentating and get the chance. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Well, the invitation can only be accepted though if there are cookies and cakes. Otherwise, you can just commentate on your own. Yeah. um,
Thank you to the thousands who have tuned in for this tournament around the world. Currently, there are as many as 24,000 people around the world watching this live broadcast. 24,000 people. And I would say there are just about as many at the ground itself. You can hear the cheers from the fans on the boundary.
We won 6. 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 Crowd wants a 6. And the batsman, will they get it? Score 6.
And personally, obviously, it's been both of you mentioned that you've enjoyed commentating, but what about on the pitch? What have been your highlights on the pitch over the past few days?
I did enjoy the catch on the boundary today in this match. Don't remember who was out of that ball, but I know that Czechs were batting. But my highlight had to be when one batsman can't quite recall who it was, even for what team he was with. He hit his own stumps, and then as the keeper was throwing it back to the ball, he hit the other stump. So both stumps were hit from one ball, but no one was actually out. So that was a huge highlight for me.
Thank you very much to everybody who's continuing to comment on YouTube, including Carolina Harris, a big Czech Republic fan.
And that's a good feeling there by Rahul.
Rahul's certainly been one of the standout fielders of this Pepsi Cup Prague 2019, and he garners a warm round of applause. The Ajinkya Rahane lookalike.
Carolina actually at the ground right now. We can only just see her in the thousands of people here at Vinoř.
Carolina Harris, a big cricket fan. No. Ooh.
And that's another great stop there, but Rahul, but that's a big overthrow.
It's an overthrow. We love to see an overthrow.
Nayak says, cheer as much as you want. It's our game, so I'm expecting you are a Sledgehammer fan, aren't you? Sledgehammer fan or a very optimistic Czech Republic fan?
Thanks very much to Carolina Harris for tuning in. Thanks very much for your comments as well. Carolina, obviously one of Czech Republic's most famous and recognizable fans. Is that in the air?
Oh, but nobody catches it. I think that was a big mistake. I think the fielders should get at least their hands on that.
And as I was mentioning, Carolina Harris, one of Czech Republic's most famous and recognizable fans. She's here at the ground today. I think I just spy her out the corner of my eye.
And yeah, but you know, in the thousands of people who are here,
it's difficult to spot the fans in the sea of red and blue, the Czech Republic national team colours. It's difficult to spot the fans, but you can always spot the super fans, and Carolina Harris is certainly a super fan.
Chomame.
Lovingly referred to as mummy by our commentators here. I have no idea why.
Ciao.
Perhaps some distant relation. I can also vouch for Carolina's roasted chickpea and cauliflower with tahini dressing. Absolutely delightful. Come dine with me last night was certainly a win.
Yeah.
Avinash Bhatia asking for a score update.
130 for 6, Czech Republic now.
It's right here.
After 15 overs, of course. Ooh. Not a good shot. Could have seen that didn't feel good on the bat.
As we see the birds getting excited in the distance, we've been reliably informed by a member of the Harris clan. There's a kestrel, and it's just swooping down.
Ooh.
Best view in the house for this game. And as we see, just a slip on the cover boundary, fielded as well to recover. And there's nearly a mix-up. Nearly a bit of touch rugby in the middle of the pitch, but the batsmen get home safely. I think now it's fair to say it officially looks beyond the Czech Republic.
Ooh, he just nicked that behind. No one catching it.
And for the first time today, we see some double teapots from the Sledgehammers.
Just a single. Siddhant Nayak says, we are catching the game. Well, you might be catching the game, but you're not catching that ball.
And that's heading straight towards us, but once again, Rahul swoops before all at mid-on.
Good fielding by Rahul, not just in this match, but also in other matches. Played here, Pepsi Cup. Thank you to everyone who is adding a comment or 2 or 3 or more to the chat.
And Rishabh, who we remember fondly from the 2016 tournament, I believe it was, where he had a standout year. Rishabh Bharadwaj, one of Sledgehammer's stalwarts of the game. It's very late in India, so we do appreciate you staying up for us.
Are you ever planning on coming back to the Pepsi Cup? Maybe even to the Pepsi Cup 2020? Which everyone is very much looking forward to.
Comment from Pratima, who says they should start organising their wardrobe for the gala dinner. The gala dinner just a few hours away now. And it looks like Sledgehammer Cricket Club will be the ones lifting the trophy at the gala dinner because they feasted on all before them.
Yeah. As the chat is going wild,
I'm not sure what that was. Moshi, would you like to elaborate on what we've just witnessed?
Well, the chat's going wild, and that was a pretty wild moment in the final. As another wicket falls for the Czech Republic A team, who will be happy to finish for 20 overs. Thank you to everyone writing into the chat. As yes, Sledgehammer are heading for their 3rd consecutive Pepsi Cup win. I think Sledgehammer have won this game, and I think everyone agrees there with me.
Meanwhile, back to the Ashes, where England are still 6 down. They need to bat out the next 40-odd overs. You just wonder whether bad light might be a factor there, as we have some more pitch invaders who are quickly shooed away by the on-ground security. Security has been very tight throughout this Pepsi Cup Championship.
Very active.
Obviously, security is paramount here in Vinoř in Prague.
Republic should have been playing like that before. Nice shot. Just a little, tap. You can still get 2 runs.
As this game does look like it's just winding down somewhat, you can't blame the Czech Republic A team. They've performed as well as we could have hoped. They gave Sledgehammer a good run for their money, but lads, it just seems that 280 was always going to be about 240 out of reach.
What's over?
It's 4.
4 left.
As we see the Czech Republic A captain, Chris Pearce, with his helmet on. He's giving us the V for victory sign.
Maybe hoping to get to bat for a couple of overs at least. Or maybe just doesn't believe in the batsmen that are currently batting.
Mix up in the middle, and that's run out, a direct hit.
Out as the captain.
And Chris Pearce, the Czech Republic A captain, strides out to bat.
So he will get his chance.
And there's a warm round of applause, deservedly so, for Chris Pearce, who's worked tirelessly in coaching, setting up his own cricket academy here in Prague. The only one of its kind, the first of its kind. Cricket in Europe depends on people like Chris Pearce, who sacrificed and sacrificed his tireless and to organise a tournament like this is, to be quite honest, a thankless task. So full credit to Chris Pearce, to Karel Ziegler, to Czech Cricket, and everybody involved in the organisation of the Pepsi Cup Prague 2019. What is it I hear you say?
Pepsi Cup 2019! The crowd goes wild.
Thank you to everybody who's been involved. Thank you to Santosh, who's just moved to Czech Republic now, an IT specialist hired by Czech Cricket. He's made this tournament functional. Without him, we wouldn't have any electricity, we wouldn't have any internet. Nothing would be working without Santosh. So full credit to Santosh for being one of the tireless, unthanked people over the past few days. He sacrificed his livelihood into making sure that this tournament is run smoothly. Thank you to Moshi and Benjamin's parents, who've happily given lifts to and from. You may or may not know that James Harris, a world-renowned artist, has been visiting the Pepsi Cup Prague, laying low. He has a new album out shortly, and a new song out shortly called Superstition. Check him out on his forthcoming European tour, where he might well be supported. I hear he could even be introduced as a special guest by Benjamin and Moshi. Ball in the air and just skids away, this time eluding Rahul.
4 there by Chris Pierce.
Pierce on strike again, slap out to mid-wicket, where the fielder runs round and saves the 4. Brilliant shot out to deep mid-wicket.
I'm not sure why didn't they put him on opening batsman. Not sure why they named that Chris as the opening batsman, you know. They had a few good shots. Just 2 shots. 2 good shots.
And Benjamin calling that Chris Pierce should be the opener for the Czech national A team, not national team. And there goes the captain. For 147 for 9 now. With a 1 wicket left to fall.
Spray.
As the magic spray is once again going to be applied by the doctor slash commentator here at the Pepsi Cup Prague 2019. He's done a very good job. It is, of course, Josh has. Chris Pierce walks off with that.
And there's a standing ovation for Chris Pierce for his efforts. As Chris Pierce trudges off dejected, but he can be proud of his team reaching the final here. No mean feat, beating Al Shaheen, one of the most impressive and cohesive performances seen on Czech soil for many a year.
After 18 overs, Czech Republic are 149 for 9.
And it's the last wicket here. The chase now mathematically impossible. And that's Plum LBW. Sledgehammer Cricket Club have won the Pepsi Cup Prague 2019.
So that is the end of the Pepsi Cup Prague 2019. Sledgehammer win for the 3rd time in a row. Czech Republic A put on a good fight in the final. A very good final. And a very good tournament all round. Hope you enjoyed the Pepsi Pepsi Club Prague 2019, and be sure to join us in 2020.
Moshi, would you just like to repeat what your highlight of the tournament was?
Well, my highlight of the tournament was commentating with my childhood hero Nishant Joshi. As we see big celebrations from the Sledgehammer players after winning the Pepsi Cup.
Yeah, can you take a picture?
So the Indian flag is getting brought onto the field here as the celebrations continue. Hope you enjoyed this match and the whole Pepsi Cup big celebrations.
The crowd have rushed onto the field, and Sledgehammer Cricket Club raised the Indian national flag in what must rank as one of this great sport's all-time triumphs. Sledgehammer, coming from humble beginnings, a team of local cricketers, friends, and the chat is going wild here. The Sledgehammer fans have been watching this, and we see the Sledgehammer ultras going crazy here. They're celebrating like nothing else. Well played,
Thank you.
Congratulations, congratulations.
So here we have one of the players from Sledgehammer.
Thank you.
So are you happy for the win?
Yeah, absolutely happy.
That's good.
They're ecstatic. They're over the moon. The Indian flag is flying. And now it's folded. This has been a tremendous victory. Some of the statistics from this tournament. This has been the highest scoring tournament in the history of the Pepsi Cup Prague.
With 8 of those coming in a row.
And I think that was an incredible tournament comes to an end, as you see in picture. Miss Wright says we should imagine Arav being there after a few years. And I wouldn't be surprised. He's practicing now. Arav practicing his catches now. I've just seen him drop one, but I'm sure he's got plenty of time to work on that. He's practicing his catches in the outfield. Arav, I'm sure, very, very promising cricketer. As we now hear Sledgehammer Cricket Club reciting the Indian national anthem.
How'd that go? All right. What are they singing?
The singing a cover of James's latest song.
I don't know this one.
Well, please they play cricket better than they sing.
A rags to riches victory
How was it?
for this dominant Sledgehammer Cricket Club, all the way from humble beginnings in Delhi.
To the Pepsi Cup Prague, which they have won now for the 3rd time in a row.
They're very humble in victory, Sledgehammer Cricket Club. And I'm sure we'll see much more of the team at tonight's gala dinner to wrap up the Pepsi Cup Prague 2019. I've been Nishant Joshi.
And do it nice.
And Moshe.
This is Nishant. Why would you say my name? Say your name. You're signing off. You're signing off. You don't say my name. Say your name.
Okay. Benjamin. Moshe.
Thank you so much for joining us over the past few days. Thank you to Terry O'Connor, a stalwart of Czech cricket, one of the unsung heroes of this tournament. Thank you to all of our fans who joined us on commentary. Thank you to Moshi and Benji's mum for driving us to and from the ground, without whom this wouldn't be possible. We shall see you at the gala dinner tonight at Hotel Duo for some festivities, for some food, for some fun. Thank you. Good night. And God bless the Czech Republic. Until next year.